Welcome back to Born for This Stories, where we speak the truths no one told us, so you don't have to carry this alone. Some diagnoses arrive quietly, a moment in a hospital room, a doctor's voice you'll never forget, and suddenly the world shifts beneath your feet. Today we are sitting with Mariangel, a Venezuelan-Canadian mother of two whose daughter was born with Clubfoot, a diagnosis she never expected, but one that turned her family into a team defined by resilience, creativity, and so much love. Her daughter's bravery did not just shape their home. It inspired a brand designed to support Clubfoot families around the world.
So, for the first part, we want to start out with just learning a little bit about you and your family. So if you can start off just telling us who you are and who's around the dinner table and what your life is like in a brief summary.
Yes, absolutely. Well, thank you for having me. My name is Mariangel. My family is a family of 4 plus the grandparents. I was blessed enough to bring my parents from Venezuela, so now they live with us.
That's
so
awesome.
Our house is very loud all the time.
Love
all
it
the
though.
time.
Full of love.
Yes, absolutely. I have a 4-year-old boy who dreams to be a drummer, so there is sounds everywhere. Who also trying to free my country, Venezuela, so he would take the power, so he constantly shooting, shoot.
Oh, that's so cute.
And my Chloe, which is my daughter Leticia, she's 1.5, and now she's walking, running, trying to keep up with the older brother.
Yeah.
So now both are just screaming, doing their thing. And my husband, my lovely husband, my Canadian husband, I met him here around like 7 years ago. It felt forever. He's my best friend. I guess everybody say that. It's cliche, but it's true. And my parents, absolutely, that they are here with us. So that's like in a eggshell. My family on my dining table every time.
Oh, I love it. It sounds like a very loving dining table and lots going on in the house, but it keeps it moving and grooving, I'm sure.
For sure. Oh, the mornings. Woo. Yes.
Yes, right. It's so much going on. So take us back. So it's your daughter that has Clubfoot or did. I would love more information on like how all of that like came about. Did you know? When did you find out? What were those moments like?
Okay, for sure. She has a Clubfoot condition. That will live with her for sure, but it's corrected. What it means is like I don't want to sound too technical, but it like I will put it in simple terms.
Sure.
Her feet was inward, so that will be for her really hard to walk because her normally the sole won't be in the proper place. So she born with that, and she will live with that. It was a surprise for us. Normally, at 20 weeks ultrasound scan, you can cut up this condition.
Okay.
I'm kind of grateful that I didn't, because I am overthinking. It would have made my pregnancy very hard.
Sure.
I've been seeing some Facebook group that happens sometimes because you're overthinking, right?
Yeah.
However, the shock at the moment, it was a shock. It was a C-section, so when I saw him from far, she was crying, and I see her tiny feet inward. I was like, what did I do wrong? That's my thought immediately.
Yeah.
What did I do wrong? And I heard my midwife saying like, don't worry, she will need a special boots. In my mind, like, what does it mean that? So in that moment, I just give me the baby. She just need her mom.
Yeah.
And from there, let's gonna figure it out together.
Yep.
So that's what we are. That's how I find out.
Okay. Yeah, I feel for you because same, like it was my second that had his birth condition. And so because I think similar probably to you, you can speak on this, like you already have one. So you have, you've already received this child one time and then you receive your second and you're like, there's something not the same here.
And I would say this, like when we were in the thought to have a second child, that fear in my mind, I was like, I have a healthy child. I am
Yeah.
afraid what can happen, like because that's sadly a sad lottery.
Right.
The chance to have a healthy baby is high, but there is other parents like you and me and
Yeah.
other more they did not get the same ticket.
Yeah.
And sadly that horrible thought
Yeah.
become true.
Yeah.
But I'm grateful there is something that she can fix, live
Sure.
with, but fixable.
Sure.
So yes.
Sure. Yes, absolutely. Um, for sure. But I also like to just validate you in that moment because it's a lot to carry, especially as the mom, because you're like exactly like you said, like, what did I do like to cause this? And I don't know why, but that mom guilt kicks in from that very second that we know that something is not right.
Yeah, we've heard that across the board with a lot of different interviews that we've done so far. Is the moms have a lot of guilt about that. Not as a father, I never related that to my wife Johanna at all. I never was like something didn't go right in your pregnancy. It was just like you said, kind of a lottery ticket and something that happened. I never
Yeah.
related it that way, but I know that moms definitely do.
Yeah, because it's that like our job in that period of time is to carry. And
Yeah.
well, as natural it is, create a human life is not as easy. That's why there is so many even to get to have a pregnancy is hard. As much as it's natural, it's not as easy. Like
Hmm.
it's a perfect sign that is hard to make it happen. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yes. So, okay, I totally get that. Were your parents already like over here when you had your kiddos?
Yes, I
Okay.
say to my husband, if you want another one, you need help. We need help because I will kill you.
Yeah,
Like 100%.
Takes a
And
village.
he agreed on that.
it
It
takes,
takes a village. I say like,
yes,
I love you. We love each other.
yes.
But parents definitely is the most challenging thing in the life of somebody.
Hmm. Yeah,
Absolutely.
yes. Okay. So we had all that happen and you're navigating that space. Where did you pull support from? Did you know other parents prior to this that had walked this road, or were you at the beginning and needing support?
It's kind of weird because Clubfoot condition is not 100% say this inherited, like
Hmm.
it passed to one generation another one, but there is a factor.
Okay.
So when she burned, I was so surprised. I was like, "What is this?
Yeah.
Like, how did this happen?" And then when I came home, obviously I was rushed to come home because I was missing my oldest. My birthday experience, it wasn't bad, but there were so many little factors that my husband and I, we just want to run away from the hospital. We didn't want to have more negative news or
Yeah.
nothing more. Like what we
Sure.
had it was took away. So I was like, I just want to go home and start the magical part.
Yeah.
So when I came home, I told my dad and my parents like, she born with this, and she say, you don't remember because you were very young, but your half brother, born with that,
Wow.
and it is fixable. And I was like, oh yeah, I remember. He have a limp, but he made his life normal without no problem. And also, I didn't try to get scared about that, but I was like, okay, that was 50 years ago.
Yeah.
I know she would be better. She will have a different treatment
Yeah.
and she will live a life fulfilled. Even with that detail that in my mind I didn't want she had it. I know she have and she has it now. Like she's walking and she's perfect. So
Yeah.
when I came home and I said that, definitely the support was immediately because
Yeah.
that was in our family. But I was forgotten about it. And
Yeah.
then when I decided to be open to tell my friends and stuff, and they say, yes, I had it when I was a kid. I was like,
Wow.
what? And
Oh,
then I started when I started the conversation to say like the beginning of everybody was like I was like jealous about it, like take like I don't know if I want to share this, but I
yeah.
was like this is my village and I'm gonna share it because I need praise for, and I was getting to know no I had this I had a friend, so I was like okay, this is not something that will stop us if we push up and embrace us, so it make easier to build the village once I open up.
Sure. Ugh, I just got goosebumps when you told me that because it is so hard to share those intimate parts of your life, but it definitely sounded like your people showed up for you. And also, like, I would say, I would go to imagine that you sharing this obviously made it a safe space for the individuals you know that had it as a kid or that had went through this path to open up and share that with you, which I'm sure was a healing process for them too. So, wow.
Yes, yes, it was. Yes,
Yeah.
and have the word from my brother say like she will have a good life and like I don't have pain, like obviously this, but doesn't stop me. I was like, she will be fine. Like I
Yeah.
have proof in my family that she will be fine.
Yeah.
So that
I
make it
love
even
that.
easier.
I love
Yeah.
hearing that for you too, because if I could go and talk to someone about like that has been through what my son has been through that's an adult now and they could sit there and tell me and hold my hand and say he's going to be okay and I don't have pain and I don't have this and that, that would add such a security to my life and his
Yes.
future that I could almost exhale like something I have not been able to exhale up at this to this moment because certain things are still so unknown in the future. So that has to be
Yes.
so just comforting for you. And I love that you have that.
Yes, it is.
I love that.
Yes. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. That is like some resilience right there through early on in that story. I want to navigate a little bit more to you had mentioned you wish that there were more like open conversations about Clubfoot, just hearing from other parents talk about it. So when you first started this, obviously you were feeling, I think it sounded like a little bit lonely, but you opened up and were able to get some insight from others. Did you also find some groups to connect with and that were helpful or maybe not helpful? Sometimes that happens too.
What I went right away to Facebook group.
Okay.
So there it was a huge gold mine seeing other parents talking the same language or
Okay.
the language that I was about to speak.
Yes.
So it was I am very grateful until this day because not only when I have a doubt, I can post it there and I can get information, but I can foresee certain things that can happen that I never thought about it.
Sure.
So that also allowed me to anticipate possible problem that I can face.
Yeah.
So that helped me a lot. Open up to, as I mentioned, be jealous at the beginning, those 2, 3 days about it, because I didn't know what was a be the outcome for her. So I was like, it sounds dramatic because I didn't know what's the outcome, but it truly, like I had a
Yeah.
healthy baby first, and I truly I don't know what is going to happen now.
Sure.
So open up without fear to without feel shame like and also open up that for her like she doesn't have to feel shame about that
Yeah.
because it's not like you going talking about your condition that's personal but if she wanted talk it she doesn't have to feel shame about it she just talk
Yeah.
like a normal thing.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that's important, because as parents too, we have to figure out how to navigate this space with our kids and like how to explain how they were born and like what they went through. And because there could be possibly things as they get older that you have to address. And it's also bringing that non shame to it. And we're all created how
Yeah,
we're supposed to be created. And we're learning how to navigate this space just as much as they are.
correct, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So along those lines, when you were in the earlier days with doctors and different practitioners and stuff, did you feel informed on what needed to be done? Did you feel like you had a good understanding of what was going on? It sounds like you did because family members or friends had been familiar with it. But how was the process of just unpacking the next steps and the research that you had to do? How was that for you, and what did that look like?
I would say as I mentioned before was a section so I have to stay in the hospital for a day but the next
Yeah.
day I want to just run away.
Yeah.
I
Right.
didn't like that lack of sensitivity, like how to explain you. They just I part of me I understand because they are not the expert. They need an ortho who make the comment like because it could be positional or it could be orthopedic. In her case, was orthopedic.
Sure.
Uh, but I didn't feel in the moment of the birth the empathy. But then when I got referred to the expert, my practitioner is an excellent practitioner, very human. By the time I was there, obviously I was already digging in internet finding all the answers.
Yeah.
And when I was there, she was like, "Do you know what is happening?" And I say in my terms what I knew, what is the treatment, what is the stuff, and she told me, "Yes, basically you describe everything that we're gonna do and the treatment." But and she was very supportive. Any question that I had it, she went right to there. Like she
Mm.
didn't minimize any question that I had, even though if it looked silly, I was like, I need an answer. My
Yeah.
husband loved me and hate me because you need to ask for everything. And you yes, yes,
Yeah.
because I don't want to interpret it. Like this is not a space for assume. I just want to know the answer.
Yeah.
I cannot assume. No, it's nothing to be assumed with them.
Yeah. And that's so nice that she supported you and she listened to you and she provided that and held that space for you because I love that no question is too small in this regard. Like, this is your life, this is your
Yes,
child's life, and having those questions answered by the expert that's going to help you is so validating and so helpful. And it is
100%.
great that she was able to do that for you. I love that.
Yes,
Yeah. And that just
yeah.
also helps, I'm sure, helps you feel empowered with the choice of picking the provider that you did. And that's great. I'm glad that there are really good providers
Yes.
there.
Yes, yes. I was like, she gave me confidence
Yeah.
that she knew what she was doing. She was a human, like she was not just a doctor. Sometimes doctors can be doctors,
Yeah, for
but she
sure.
was not a doctor. She was like, she had that empathy that we needed, and she understood, and I appreciate it. And it's a long treatment, right? Like we're gonna be with
Yeah.
her until 5, 6 years, so
Yeah.
she's very open and caring. Yes,
Yeah. She becomes part of your family too.
yes.
It's the reality of it for sure. So we
Yeah,
want to like them. We want the support.
100%.
You would want her sitting at your dinner table with everybody else. So
Yes, yes, 100%.
can you tell me a little bit more about this journey? So, like, from this, like going through this experience with your daughter, you have created something for her and others. How did all of that come about? Tell our listeners like what you created, how that came about, and let's go into that.
Well, uh, after that, like as I mentioned to you in our questionnaire, like I am a very believer of God and purpose. I'm
Yes.
trying to not ask why,
Yeah.
but trying to understand what is ahead of us,
Yes.
not the why us. So when I saw, I was like, okay, this is not gonna define you. Let's gonna keep moving forward, no problem. And then when I was leaving the Clubfoot life, the journey is not only all the treatment, but also your regular days.
Sure.
So um, if people are not familiar, the treatment for Clubfoot, like there is a several cast change. There is a tenotomy, which is extension of the tenon,
Yep.
which again they put in more cast, and
Yeah.
then they have to wear some brace, right? Like the similar when you put your teeth, perfect,
Yeah.
but you need to
Yeah.
keep it to avoid to come back. The same idea with her feet.
Yeah.
So those braces have to be in her feet, normally 23 hours, and then they go 12 hours. And in that process was me struggling changing a
Yeah.
diaper
Oh
because
gosh. Yeah.
you cannot take them, right? So, and if you take
Right.
them, they get more fussy. You can have to be very careful how you put it back because you want to avoid to not put it properly because you can create friction in the skin and
Sure.
they're so sensitive. And then there was me hunting for pajamas that work. I work
Yeah.
around like Phyllis or Snap. I hate Snaps, but that was my option. I was like, okay, maybe let's try to find secondhand pajamas. They can adjust,
Yeah.
cut them, but even secondhand, it was hard to find something that fit her. Like so in my mind, I was like, and a part of me was frustration because I was
Yeah.
like, come on, this is one of number one defect in babies,
Yeah.
right? And there is nothing for them. And the other
Yeah.
part of me was like, why she won't be able to use a footy pajama like her brother? Like, why she doesn't have an option?
Oh my
If
gosh.
if I
Yes.
don't want to take it, perfect. But if I want it, why I don't have an option for her? She has the baby being equal as her brother, and me, the mother, choosing to have cozy pajama for her. So
Yeah.
that's how that was the purpose from
Hmm.
create what I am. This is our brand is Little Clovers Apparel. We have adaptive clothing, like we have especially the footy pajamas adaptable, so you can do diaper change without remove the device. You can, after you move the device, you can use it as a regular footy pajama. We have adaptable pants that are easy to put through the boots. And my goal is to have more options for them, not only
Yeah.
for Clubfoot baby, but give it the parents to have actual adapting clothes because that's such a simple thing, but it can cause like a heartbreaking, like you don't have that for you. It's no
Oh,
option for you. So
yeah.
that's how that become for us.
That's amazing that you did that.
Thank
It's
you.
so
Thank you.
good. I can,
Yeah.
So
I mean, clothing for babies in general, sometimes it's just not easy for diaper changes. And then I could not imagine having this additional appliance or cast or something that you have to work around and how that would make me feel as a mom that I'm going through this. And it's even more challenging to do a thing that you have to do all the time.
so
I
were you
was,
were you there sewing these items yourself? And I mean, how did you navigate that?
but if you see my Instagram, I was like at night after the going to bed, sitting with my husband in the living room, he watching football, me cutting pajamas and putting magic zippers to test it out,
Mm.
clip it up, sew them like different tests. I have teddy bears, like I put it in practice, and I have
Oh,
until I come to the design that I wanted. I was like, my husband, no, that's good. I was like, no, it need to meet everything. It need to be everything that our parents need in that moment. So that
yeah.
was on me until
Yes.
I
Nice.
got there.
A,
Oh,
Yeah.
a brand formed from love.
Yes,
yeah.
100%. And I want to give it option. I didn't want she feel excluded. I know she cannot notice that,
Yeah.
but I wanted to be completely included in everything in our life.
Yeah, for sure. So, okay, with this brand that you've created, it's obviously like helping support families when their kiddos are little. And it sounds like some of the correction can take all the way up until 5 or 6 years old. So, does your
Yes.
clothing line go up to like how do
No,
we support older kiddos too? Or
so far, like going until the early stages, like
okay,
until 24 months,
yeah,
because it's normally when they use more diaper change.
yeah,
After that, like they can use a regular pants and stuff because the use of the brace is mostly at night.
yeah,
So their kids
okay,
are like able to be more independent.
yeah,
So in that regard, so for now it's just when they're a baby.
yeah,
But my goal is not only be for apparel, like even emotional things to
yeah,
create it there for them option that we know we want it, uh, but that's on the future. And now I am
yeah,
building my beautiful brand that I am very
yeah,
happy every time that I get to show our life, our
yeah,
journey, or apparel. Another parent say like, "Oh, I wish I had it this," or "I
yeah,
understand what you're going through and appreciate it," and that counts a lot for us.
yeah.
When I
Oh,
say
wow.
us, it's me.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
am us.
yeah, yeah. Yes. You're the one doing all the all the magic. Are you still doing the work or have we outsourced the
No, I outsourced somebody to sew them because I was like, okay, I cannot. You need to be real.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
amazing. We always like to ask our guests too, like, what kind of advice do you have or would you give to other parents or if you had yourself and you were sitting with yourself from years ago when you got this diagnosis with coffee, like what would you say to her?
I will say relax a little
Mm,
bit. I was so anxious to get all the answers, to know what is gonna be the next step. There's sometimes and many parents feel that way, like that newborn sometimes experience is stolen from you because
yes.
you're so worried to get it done, like just to help them, right? So
Yes.
I would like to, in our case, that we know is a treatable condition. Uh, I would say like, okay, relax, enjoy her as a small. I would say between newborn and 4 months, I don't remember her that much because we were changing casts and casts and casts every week. So I was focused on that. Like, she were comfortable. Let's go to the hospital. She's comfortable. Like, but I didn't feel that enjoyment.
Yeah.
That was taken away from me by me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I
For sure.
wish I was a little more conscious about that back in the time. Keep asking any question that if you don't feel is right, or there is no silly question or dumb question regarding to your kid. So you always ask, no matter how it is. Be advocate, don't be afraid, and just enjoy them because they grow so fast. She has been already in like a year and a half on treatment, and now see her like her life like nothing, trying to catch up with her brother.
Oh,
And
yeah.
like, okay, I worry way too much that I shouldn't, I think.
Yeah.
Don't regret it 100%, but I will dial it down.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think that's great advice because I think there's a lot of moms, and I'm sure dads too out there, that can relate to that. I mean, I definitely relate to that. And we do anything that we can for our kiddos. So when they're diagnosed with something that we know nothing about, most of us are going to dive in and find out all the inner workings, especially if there's delay and how long it may take to meet with a provider or a specialist. And you lose those early days and you don't get them back.
Well, you're almost in a full fight or flight and just trying to learn everything, where you got this beautiful little being staring at you like, look at me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, it is hard because we love them so much that we want the best for them, but we need to love those days as well because, as you say, they're not coming back. So
yeah, for sure.
Well, I just want to give you the thanks to both of you to having me here. Also, what you create is very special. Give you the opportunity to parents to put their thought, their experience, so other parents, when they're there hearing that, they don't feel that alone. Is great. It is great. And I appreciate it for that.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I just am so thankful that you were with us today and shared your story, and that you were able to take something that is a challenge, an unknown challenge, and turn it into something so beautiful for you and your family, and that also supports other families going through this. It's amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you both.
Mariangel, thank you for sharing your heart, your daughter's bravery, and your family's resilience. Your story will be a lifeline to parents who are just beginning this journey and feeling overwhelmed or alone. If today's episode supported you, share it with another Clubfoot parent who needs to know they are not walking this road without community. You can find Mariangel and her beautiful, functional Clubfoot apparel at www.littleclubbersapparel.com and at littleclubbers_apparel on Instagram. And remember, you were born for this.